Hey, welcome back to the Car Doctor Studios here in Anchorage, Alaska. Thanks for stopping by the shop. Today we got a 09 Toyota Sienna here. This is the all-wheel drive version with the 3.5 V6. And the customer brought it in today complaining of an illuminated check engine light and an illuminated VSC light. VSC stands for Vehicle Stability Control. And just a side note, so it's not too confusing, both these lights can illuminate just for a stored powertrain code. A fault in the powertrain module can definitely trigger both these lights. They say that, you know, the one system can affect the other and yada yada, but you know, I think anymore they just try to get every light to pop on just to get you in for service. So that's my take on that whole deal. I think they're just trying to get people freaked out that their dash is lighting up like a Christmas tree and confused and bothered, and just come bring it to the dealer and let them take all your money from you. So anyway, this customer came in and I got things hooked up here to the scanner, and I'm gonna pull some codes, turn my ignition on. There's the VSC light was there. Oops. Check engine light, VSC light. Got the scanner hooked up. This is the old VSC, the old reliable VSC. Thing just won't quit. Just pull the codes, current codes. Okay, we got a P0156, which is a O2 sensor, the rear O2, bank 2 sensor 2. And we got a P2197, the fuel air sensor, stuck lean, bank 2 sensor here. With both bank 2 sensors triggered as codes. My first gut check here is going to be the forward air fuel ratio sensor on that bank 2. And that said, it's common that if you do have a problem with the bank 2 forward air fuel sensor, then you're going to also trigger a code on that rear sensor on the same bank, because it's not going to be switching properly, so it's going to think there's a problem there. It isn't to say that there may be a problem with both, but this is a regular customer and he just complained that the light recently came on, and he won't drive very long with lights on and whatnot. He's very proactive on maintenance. So my guess is that the cause of both codes is probably going to be isolated to the forward O2 sensor, or actually an air fuel ratio sensor. And basically in this case, the code 2197 is referring to the front O2 sensor on bank 2. Bank 2 on this vehicle is the front bank, or the radiator side, and the upstream air fuel ratio sensor is right there at the manifold. So here's the front air fuel ratio sensor right at the front manifold, and then it has a short wire leading over to the connector just above the thermostat housing there. Then the rear O2 sensor is going to be on the downstream side of that cat manifold assembly, and you can see it off the bottom of the cat there. But anyway, let's go ahead and start this thing up. I've got my hose on the back of it, and we'll check the data stream. All right, let's check the data stream on this. We'll go ahead and start her up. Bank 2 sensor 1. Bank 2 sensor 2 volts. Looks like it's pretty much fixed at 3.3 volts. Not fluctuating a lot. Give it a chance to warm up here. New throttle cable. Give it a little gas. Sometimes you got to kind of get that O2 to light off and give it a little bit of a chance. I'm running at 2500. I'm actually enjoying the seat heater this morning. My back is about fried and this feels pretty nice. I think I'll just take a nap here. I wish. Okay, let's see if that helped. Nah. We're pretty flatlined here. I think we've gone into AFib, air fuel fib. All right, I think I've seen enough. It's just dead to the world. Staying fixed at about 3.3 volts. And just no signs of life here. Got fuel trims here. The short-term fuel trim on bank 1 is -6. Short-term fuel trim on bank 2 is 1.5. And long-term trims are both at around 0, but based on what I'm seeing here, bank 1 O2 looks totally normal. Yeah. I'm going to call this one. Time of death, 11 a.m. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slap an O2, or actually in this case called an air fuel ratio sensor. I'm going to go ahead and replace the bank 2 sensor 1 air fuel ratio sensor, which again is in the front of this manifold. Something to note, there's actually a TSB on these Siennas and other applications with this 3.5 motor. For stripped threads on the exhaust manifold where at the O2 sensor bung. So I don't see so much of this in Alaska, and whether it's fuel content or the fuel formulations we got up here or whatnot. I mean, even those Ford spark plug nightmare 3-valve deals, I use some special procedures for extracting those, but I have not had one break off yet. And I don't know if that's luck or fuel formulations, but we got some pretty good gas here in our area. And I think that has something to do with it, less carbon buildup on the plugs and whatnot. And I don't know if it's carbon that causes these threads to gall up on these manifolds at the O2 sensor, but I'm just going to try ripping this thing out of here. I'm not going to use penetrant or anything. The manifold is a little bit warmed up from the testing we've done. And again, there is a TSB, and basically involves replacing both exhaust manifold cat assemblies and all the O2 sensors and air fuel sensors. But hopefully we're not going to have to do that. I'm just going to plow ahead here and see what happens. So basically, I'm just going to remove the connector. try to. Okay, I'm using a O2 sensor socket on an extension here. I got my electrical disconnected. Oh, seems like it's coming right out. Okay, I'm going with a Denso original manufacturer replacement air fuel sensor. Again, the plugs look great on the manifold, so we're good to go there. And just go ahead and pop this baby in there. Comes with the supplied copper anti-seize, which you want to apply to the threads. Try not to get it all over the tip of the sensor, just on the threads. And that baby in. All right. Just route my wire. It's connected. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start this thing up, and we're going to go ahead and recheck our data to confirm if this repair was a success. Okay, first I'm going to clear my codes. Oops. Go back here and clear codes. And I'm going to go ahead and start this thing up and see how we're doing. Data, we go to my O2. Long term, short term. Okay. Bank 2 sensor 1. Bank 1 sensor 1. Give it a little gas. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap this one up. Looks like a smashing success. And I wanna say thanks for dropping by the shop. Almost felt like a Mr. Rogers type of thing right there. I don't know what the heck. Thanks for being my neighbor. Would you be? Won't you be? Could you please be my neighbor? All right, have a good one.